Hi, welcome to this hands-on session on SQL functions. I am Aliza Tanveer and in this video we will have a look at some date formatting functions. The functions that we are going to look in this video are date format, MakeDate, MakeTime, str to date, DayName, DayofMonth, DayofWeek, DayofYear, extract and from days. Let's see how these functions actually work. I have opened MySQL Workbench as I'll be using MySQL. Most of these functions are same in MySQL and SQL, but please remember that some of these functions may have a different definition or number of parameters in the SQL server. We'll start by looking at the date format function, for which I am going to use this query. Here I am going to format this date into a format provided in the second argument. You can have multiple formats, and in order to view different formats you can refer to the article on date format function. Here this format indicates that I am going to format the date and extract the year as a 4-digit value. Okay, let's execute the query and you will see that it is going to format the date as a 4-digit year value. Similarly, if you want to have only 2-digit year, you can replace this capital Y with small y and execute the query. Now you will get the year as a 2-digit value. Let's see another example. Here I have provided the date and the format I have provided is, first I am going to have the month, then I am going to have the day, and then I am going to have the year. Let's execute the query and you'll see that it is going to give me the name of the month, then the date, and then the year. Okay, let's see another query. In this query, the date will be formatted on the basis of, firstly we will define which day of week it is, then we are going to give the name of the month, then we'll have the date, and then we will have the year. Okay, let's execute the query and you can see that first we have the day of the month, then we have the name of the month, then we have the date, and then we have the year. Okay, so this is how you can use date format function to format your dates in different ways. Now let's move towards a second function, which is the MakeDate function, in which we make date on the basis of a year and number of days. Let's see this query. Here I have provided the year to be 2022 and the number of days to be 3. So upon executing, it is going to give me a date on the basis of this provided year and number of days. Let's execute it and you will see that it has given me a date 3/1/2022. This means that there are 3 days of the year, first month, and total, and the year is 2022. Okay, let's have a look at another query. In this query I have provided a date, okay, and then I have provided the number of years. You can not, it's not necessary to provide a date complete, you can have the year only. In this scenario I have provided the year and the number of days. So let's execute the query. As you can see that it has given me the first day of the next year after adding 366 days. Okay, so this is how you can use the MakeDate function to, if you have the year and the number of days. And just like you can use the MakeDate function to make date on the basis of year and number of days, you can also make time by using the MakeTime function, in which you will provide the hours, minutes, and second, and it is going to convert it into a time. Let's see this query. Here I have used the MakeTime function and I've passed 3 parameters. The first parameter is the hours, second one is the minutes, and the third one is the second. So it is going to convert these 3 arguments into a time. Let's execute the query and you will see that it has converted our first argument into hours, second one into minutes, and third one into seconds. Now let's move towards the next function, which is the string to date function, in which we define date in the form of a string and then we define the format into which we convert the string to date. Let's have a look at this query. Here I have used the string to date function, in which the first parameter is the string, in which I have defined the date as August 10, 2017, and then in the second parameter I have defined the format into which I want to convert the date. One thing is to keep in mind that this format should match the format present in the string. So you can see that here in the string, first we have the name of the month, then we have the date, and then we have the year. So when defining the format, you have to follow this sequence. First we'll have the name of the month, then we'll have the date, and then we'll have the year. So when you define the format in this way and you execute the query, it is going to convert your date present inside the string into the date format. Okay, let's have a look at another query. This time I have used commas between the string values, but when defining the format there are no commas. So what will happen is it is going to give me null value because this format does not match the format of date inside the string. So if you have commas here, you have to put commas here in order to convert the string to date. Let's execute it. Now you can see that it has converted it to date. So you have to keep this in mind that the format that you follow inside the string should be the same as the format that you define for the next parameter. Okay. Now we'll move towards our next function, which is the DayName function. This function gives us the name of the day on the basis of the provided date. Let's see the query. Here I have used the DayName function on a date. Let's execute it and see what it gives. So it is going to give me Monday. So this date on this year equivalent to Monday day name. Okay, similarly you can also get the day name for the current day, and for that we are going to use this query. Here I am going to apply the day name function on the current day. So this current day is going to return me the current date, and the day name function is going to extract the day name on the basis of present date. Okay, let's execute the query and it is going to show me that today is Monday, which is accurate. Now let's move towards the next function, which is the day of month, and it is going to extract the current day of month for the provided date. So let's execute the query and you'll see that it is given me 13, which is the day of the month. Similarly, you can use the day of week function to get the day of the provided date. Let's execute it and it is going to show me that it is the second day of the provided week. Similarly, you can also use the DayofYear function on a particular date to get the day of year for which that day is. Okay, let's execute it and you'll see that it has given me that today is the 164th day of the year. Now let's move towards the second last function, which is the extract function, in which we can extract a part from our total date. Let's see an example. Here in this query I have used the extract function, and inside this function I am extracting month from a particular date. So this function is going to extract this month and display it in the output. Let's execute it and you'll see that it has given me the 6th value, which is the month for this date. And just like we extracted month, we can extract week, year and day from the date. Let's see another query. Here in this query I am extracting week from the date, so it is going to look at the date and then extract the week that is running in on this date. Let's execute it and it is going to show me that it is the 38th week of the year. Okay, so this is how you can use the extract function. Now let's move towards our last function, which is from days function. The from days function creates a day from the number of days that we provided. Let's have a look at the query. Here in this query I have used the from days function. Inside this function I have provided random days. Okay, so it is going to create a date for me on the basis of the number of days that I have provided. Let's execute it and you will see that on the basis of these number of days it has created a date for me. Let's see another example. Here once again I have used the from days function and I have provided a random value for the number of days. Executed, it is going to create a date on the basis of the number of days that you have provided. So this is how you can use different date formatting functions to format your dates in different ways. This is all for this video. Thank you.